Hello there guys, it's Joel here, aka Gallucks. Today, for a clothing I regret buying video. I buy a lot of clothes, it's no secret, and sometimes I regret it, and I'm sure everyone feels the same way. At the time you think, this is the best thing in the world, I really, really want this piece, it's amazing. And then after a few months, you realise you haven't worn it that much, and it was probably a regret. Regret is such a harsh word, I'm gonna say mistake, because people make mistakes, you can learn from mistakes. That's what these are just mistakes that I learned from. I don't regret them as such because the decision was to buy this piece and the decision was a good decision at the time in my head. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. It's so hot here in London, I'm literally sweating just sat here. If you're new here, don't forget to click that subscribe button, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications so you know when I bring out a new video. Don't forget to also follow me over on Instagram where I post content nearly every day. So the first thing, I know a lot of people are going to come for me because it's margella and I made such a big deal about these when I bought them. It is the Margella Fusion sneakers. It's not that I don't like the way that they look, it's not that I dislike them, it's not that I don't think they're great. Like, the only thing is that they're just not comfortable. Like, they literally feel like a block of wood is strapped to your foot and you're like walking around on this like one plinth. It literally feels like this, like you're walking like this, like step, 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 step. And it's just not fun. So that's why I've been less inclined to wear them, because they are not comfortable. You know, I still love the style, the bukkake, glue all over, 10 guys just messed up my sneaker kind of vibe. But I just don't find them comfortable at all. And they were very, 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 very expensive. And I think when you're paying a lot of money for something, you should wear it all the time, or you should enjoy wearing it at least. So I think, yeah, it's important to be comfortable in the things that you purchase, especially if they're shoes and you can't walk in them. So that is why the Margella Fusion sneakers are on my regret list, unfortunately. So the next piece is a piece of clothing, or should I say tent, and it is the off-white blazer coat. So it actually looks like a blazer, but it's more like a coat. And I'm obsessed with oversized tailoring, so in my mind this was like the ultimate, because I was like, it's so nice. And there was matching trousers to go with this as well. But basically, I did mention this when I got it as well. The fabric used to make the coat is kind of like tarpauling. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but it's basically stuff that they make like waterproof things out of. And that's what it feels like. It feels like you're wearing a waterproof, like the bottom of a paddling pool. If you're not from the UK, you probably don't know what a paddling pool is. I don't know what you call them. Yeah, paddling pool. Everyone calls them that. It's just not that nice to wear. The shape and the cut are really cool, although I would like it to be a bit more broad. It's very long rather than wide, so not my fave. It's a really interesting piece and it's a really cool piece. It's just I've not worn it as much because the cut of it is not what I thought it would be, and the material is just not comfortable. I did manage to pick this up whilst it was on sale, so it didn't do that much damage to my bank account. And it is an amazing piece, but it just doesn't tick all the right boxes for me in terms of blazers. I'm sure someone else would look amazing in this, and it's not that I didn't look great in it, I felt great in it. I just didn't love how the material sat and like how long it was, I guess. So that is why this off-white blazer is on my list. Next up, now people always eye up this bad boy, and it is the Represent clothing box bag. I was kind of shook when I brought this out because it's very like Louis Vuitton, Petite Mal kind of vibe. I love box bags. If you don't know, I made my own box bag for a collection that I did with a UK brand at the end of last year. I've got the LV box bag there, which I absolutely love. But this is like a proper like rock hard little box clutch kind of thing with this really sick strap as well, which is studded. It was £400. I liked the idea, the direction, and everything that Represent was going in at the time. As the collections have gone on, it's become less and less my kind of style, although I do appreciate them as a brand. And the manufacturing on this is good and bad, it's really hit and miss. I remember Sanjeev got one as well, and we were messaging about it when they first came out. Like, I think the clasp and the construction of the box is really, really spot on, although you can't fit a lot in it, another kind of bit of a regret. Sanj pointed out to me that these side bits here that look like they've been stitched on are actually just glued on, and not very well, because you can just peel up this section and you can kind of see the glue where it's sat. So you think that that stitch would be like stitched down onto there, but actually this whole trimming is just glued down, which was a bit disappointing considering you paid £400 for something and you found out that it's just kind of loosely glued together. But you know what I mean, it's hit and miss, because then the corners of it look amazing, and the actual embossed leathery fabric. So yeah, it's like hit and miss. But I've just not used it as much as I thought that I would, mainly because of the space inside. It's got like an awkward angle that you unlock it at as well, so I don't think even my phone fit in that great. Just because of the way that it closed, do you see? Waka 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 waka. That is why this has made this list as well. Still a cool piece though, but yeah. Next up, now I thought this was a really cool shirt. It is a vintage Hugo Boss shirt from ASOS Marketplace, and it's kind of got the Boss logo all over it, but when you shine it in a light, it's kind of reflective. You're not really getting the full, you can kind of see it a bit there. And I did love it, and I thought it was really cool. But obviously it's a classic kind of button-up Oxford shirt or whatever, which I thought could be my look, and then I put it on and realised it's not me at all and not my kind of style. I did post a picture on Instagram, and quite a few people pointed it out to me where they're like, don't really see this as you, don't know if that's your kind of thing. And I knew that before I uploaded it, and I knew it when I got it and tried it on. I was like, is this me? And I just don't feel like it is. So that is why this has made the list as well. I think it's a beautiful shirt and it's really cool. They had it in some other colours as well. There was like a light blue one. Again, it's not just me. I tried it, tried something new, wasn't for me. So finally, it sat right behind me, so I'm gonna have to grab it. This is in the background of all my videos, and people ask me about it all the time, and it is a beautiful piece. It's Raf Simons and Eastpak. They've got like a continuous collaboration. They've had it for a few seasons now. I thought this was really cool, and when I saw it, I was like enamored. I was like, this is amazing. It's got all these like piercings all over it, made of this beautiful material as well. I kept telling myself over the past like 8 months, I was like, you're gonna use that, Joel. You're gonna use that bag. You're gonna use that bag. One day, Joel, you will use that bag. And I have not. So I just think it was a bit of a waste of like 300 quid on my part, because I saw it as an investment for like a big backpack, and I much prefer my backpack from AS Clo, which was like $50, and I use that every single day. This is really cool. It's just a bit too extravagant for an everyday use backpack, and backpacks are really only everyday use. Like, when do you have like a fancy backpack? Ever. So yeah, so unfortunately this has made this list as well. Yeah, it's a cool idea. It looks really cool. I think someone else might use it a lot more than me. I think I was just like lured in with how amazing it looks. It's a beautiful bag, beautiful design, but I just don't use it, and I just don't like keeping things that I don't use and wear all the time, because it just doesn't make sense. It's just like hoarding or like cluttering my room up when I can make way for things that I do want to wear and I do want to use. So yeah, that is it for clothing I regret buying. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below of what kind of videos you want to see next. I'm going to go fan myself or sit in front of the freezer or something, because it's literally so warm. But thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys!